Today we're going to dive into a single sentence, just one sentence, that might completely change how you think about learning, about truth, and about the one thing that's probably standing in your way.
We usually think the biggest problem is just not knowing things, right? An empty space. But what if that's not the real enemy? What if the real danger is something much, much more subtle?
And to really get this, we have to talk about the incredible mind of Stephen Hawking. Here was a man who was unraveling the deepest secrets of the universe. Black holes, the beginning of time, all while his own body was failing him. His physical world got smaller and smaller, but his mind just kept expanding. It's truly amazing.
And out of all that incredible thinking, he gave us this powerful warning. The greatest enemy of knowledge is not ignorance, it is the illusion of knowledge. Wow, that's not just a physics theory, that's a statement about all of us. So let's really dig into what he meant.
Because this isn't just some clever phrase you'd see on a poster. No, it's a really deep insight into how our own minds can trick us.
Okay, so this slide just lays it out perfectly. On one side, you've got ignorance. Think of it like an empty room. It's a space that's ready to be filled. It actually makes you ask questions. But then you look at the other side, the illusion of knowledge. That's a room that thinks it's already full. It's not a doorway, it's a wall. It literally blocks anything new from getting in and just leaves you with this false sense of, yep, I got it, I know.
So here's the bottom line, right? Ignorance, that's fixable. You can learn things, you can explore, you can ask questions. The real trap, the real danger, is thinking you already know the answer, when all you really have is a comfortable story you've been telling yourself.
And this illusion, it starts to creep in the moment we decide a topic is closed. The second we think, oh, I know all about that, and we stop asking why, or wait, how does that work, or what if I'm wrong?
And it gets even stronger when we stop listening. When new information or a different point of view comes along and we just shut it down because we've already made up our minds, the door to learning just slams shut.
And this, right here, this is the heart of the danger. It's that moment when our confidence becomes bigger than our curiosity. We get so busy defending what we think we know that we completely stop searching for what's actually true.
And that leads us straight into what you could call the confidence trap. And let me tell you, in the world we live in today, this trap is absolutely everywhere. Just think about it for a second. We are bombarded with information, headlines, hot takes, all day long. It's so easy to read a few posts and suddenly feel like an expert, right? We start holding on to ideas not because they're based on solid facts, but simply because they feel true to us. We convince ourselves we totally get a complex issue, but what we really understand is just our little slice of it, inside our own echo chamber. Ignorance knows it has limits. This illusion, it pretends there are no limits at all.
Okay, so if that's the problem, and it's a big one, how do we get out of it? How does real, genuine learning actually start?
Well, here's the thing. It doesn't begin with having all the answers. Not at all. In fact, it starts with the complete opposite. It starts with a question, a doubt, a moment where you just pause.
The path to getting smarter is simple, but it is not easy. Step one is just having the courage to look at something you firmly believe and say, you know what, I might actually be wrong about this. The moment you stop pretending you already have it all figured out, that's when you finally make room for real knowledge to come in. That's the real starting line.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. The next time you feel totally 100% certain about something, just for a second, ask yourself, am I really seeing the raw truth here, or am I just looking at a comfortable belief I've gotten used to?
Hey, if this gave you something to chew on, do us a favor and hit that like button. And for a real challenge, drop a comment below and tell us one thing you're now willing to question. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss more ideas that'll challenge how you see everything. Thanks for hanging out with us.